Hello and welcome back to TechnoSurgeon YouTube channel. So we got some bad news regarding NVIDIA, and NVIDIA will officially not support this graphics card. The first post has been updated to note that the release of the 580 series in their graphics driver will be the last to support GPUs based on Maxwell, Pascal and Volta architectures. Okay, Volta is a pretty old architecture that was like for 700 series and stuff like that. Pascal is latest because not that latest, but Pascal was based on 10 series, and there are various people which still rocks 1080, 1060 in their build, and this will not support it as well as Maxwell. Pretty bad to see, but it is inevitable. And yeah, do not you will not get rid. It's not that you will not be able to play games on this graphics card. You will be essentially playing the games, but there will be no driver level support for this graphics card officially by NVIDIA, and it won't get security patches. And yeah, which is bad to see because Steam's hardware service shows that RTX 50 series is gaining momentum while RDNA 4 is still missing. It is to be expected because most of the users are going to upgrade their graphics of to RTX 50 series even though it's bad, and RX 90 series is coming pretty late in the game. It's just like few months or so yeah, as you can see, all top of the cards are 3060, 4060, and yeah, there's no 50 series mentioned, but it's getting a bit of a momentum in it. But this is for the May 2025 survey where RTX 4060 was the king. But yeah, this RTX 5060 is launched in April, and it's has made its way into the Steam hardware and software server debuted this month and towards the bottom of the chart. But RX 9670 XT is nowhere to be seen. Next up, the entry level ray tracing but super smooth Inno 3D RTX 5050 8GB night vision performance review is here. Do note it comes from Vivo, and yeah, we should keep this in mind. But yeah, according to the review, it looks not that good and it looks not that bad, but yeah, it is just an RTX 5050 with 8 gigabytes of VRAM. The performance is not that good. It's similar to that of RTX 3050, which was launched previous generation like 2 generation old, and the DLSS 4 is the only gimmick in this 5050. NVIDIA is not having any like good graphics card, I will say, and gamers are rejecting RTX 5060 Ti 8GB, outsold by 16:1 by 16GB VRAM. According to the only public sales data available from Germany, mindsfactory.de, we gain insight into the sales of NVIDIA's RTX 5060 Ti 16GB and 8GB models. According to the sum of unit, the 16GB version of RTX 5060 Ti is outselling the 8GB version by more than 16 times, which represents a 1600% difference. So yeah, it's pretty bad to see, but yeah, gamers are literally saying, yeah, we don't need our 16GB of VRAM. We don't need 8GB of VRAM configurations. We just need 16GB of VRAM from this point on. And it is interesting, and this will just drive the competition because next generation might ditch 8GB later down the line. But yeah, lastly for today, we have some interesting news. Both RTX 5070 Ti and RX 9070 XT got its latest drivers, and essentially we are getting some free performance from it. And this was done by Hardware Unboxed. And according to the review drivers, yeah, we are essentially in Star Wars Jedi Survivor. We are getting like on 1440p, same performance with the latest drivers. But the interesting thing starts from a Plague Tale Requiem. As you can see, RX 9070 XT with review drivers was getting 89 frames and 113 frames on average, but now it has been increased by substantially by 8% with the latest driver, and it just competes with RTX 5070 Ti. And in Cyberpunk 2077 Phantom Liberty at 1440p, RTX 9070 XT with its latest driver just and beats RTX 5070 Ti by a staggering amount, 6 frame difference between the review drivers and here. In Marvel Spider-Man, we are getting like essentially 20% uplift when compared to review drivers. And RTX 5070 Ti is having some weird case where the review drivers was performing good, but the latest drivers are performing bad. It is might be the optimization issues, but AMD is optimizing their cards pretty significantly. The same scenario is in Hogwarts Legacy, but we are just getting like 2 frames more, just 2% extra, 1 to 2% extra. But the average frames increases by a heck lot, which is like 20% uplift, nearly. In Starfield, we are essentially seeing the same scenario, few frames uplift, 4% uplift, I will say. In Black Ops 6, also we are getting like 16% uplift in performance when compared to preview drivers, and against RTX 5070 Ti, it just annihilates the competition. And the 16 games which he tested, the average is 9% performance uplift with RX 9070 XT compared to its review drivers, and RTX 5070 Ti in some scenario it's like 2%, 2 to 3%. And do note these are 4040p cards, so this uplift is to be expected. But yeah, that's it for me today. What do you think about the news? Sound of your thoughts in the comment section down below, and I will meet you in the next one. Peace out.